Hi friends, and welcome to the Scorpio edition of Ultimate Guide series. So if you are smitten by a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, or just has a strong Scorpio signature within their chart, what you can do, what aspects of you can play up to make that Scorpion fall in love with you. My name is Haley Comet. If I have not said that, I upload every Friday, Venus Day, different astrological content. Love to hear what you want to see. Drop it down in the comments. And without further ado, let's dive in. So, what's really important whenever I talk about astrology, really, is that for every sign, there's a lower vibrational and there is a higher vibrational expression of that sign. And I feel like that takes market expression with Scorpios, because part of the Scorpio journey is going through the fire and doing the work, rebuilding oneself. So setting oneself on fire and then rebuilding from the ashes, because they are the sign of regeneration, rebirth, or the phoenix of the zodiac. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio who has not done that work, who uses substances to escape that work, or just kind of burns down situations and doesn't ever take that self-aware lens, like just kind of like burns bridges and just runs away from the work, that's going to be quite a different experience than dealing with a higher vibrational Scorpio who has done that work. So what's first is kind of suss out, your Scorpio. Like, see, do they have a loyal group of friends that they've had for a long time? Like, lower vibrational Scorpios will just burn bridges and just run away, and kind of attract lots of toxic, destructive things into their life until they've done the work, they can come out the other side. Look at how they deal with, like, if you're kind of a friend, you can kind of see how they deal with chaos, if they take a more self-aware lens, or if they just are willing to just act really rash and really impulsively. And why I say it's so important to distinguish is because if you are dealing with a lower vibrational Scorpio, you are not dealing with the true Scorpio. They have not done the work. In the Scorpio path, it's they need to do the work. So you might find that you're dating someone and then in 2 years they're like, I don't even know who I am, I have to do the work. And it's like, okay, well, what was the point of that? So distinguish that. What can you place up? Let's say you have a higher vibrational Scorpio, they've done the work, they don't just run away from things, they are more self-aware of an individual. Keep in mind they are the sign of mystery, so they will not reveal things too quickly to you. Their MO is to operate from a lens of these people are guilty until they are proven innocent. So they tend to cast a suspicious lens on anyone that they look to interact with romantically. And this is because they are very sensitive, they're very vulnerable, they hide behind a shell, they're scorpions, and they have that sharp, scary tail, but inside they are very, very vulnerable. And so they operate from a lens of, are you going to hurt me? And they can be very paranoid. They can be very suspicious. So at first they're sussing out, can I trust this individual? So what you need to play up is how trustworthy you are. If they tell you something about them, Scorpios are very private. So if they tell you something, do not tell a soul. Keep that in your heart and do not reveal that to anybody else. As well as just prove how loyal you are. They are not someone who's interested in someone who flirts with everybody. They want someone who is all or nothing. And that sounds intense, and it might be kind of a long process of earning their trust. But really just reveal to them how open, you're not an open book. Scorpios love mystery, but reveal that you are someone who is trustworthy. Highlight those trustworthy aspects within yourself. Like, even little things, they are so smart and they can be very manipulative. Like, if you have your phone out and you, flip it over, that could trigger something in their head of, okay, this person is not to be trusted. So really show how forthright you are in your pursuit of getting to be with them. Whether or not they say anything, they're always looking and they're always critiquing. They're like Virgo in that sense. And so they do love mystery. They will be very mysterious. And so you also need to be kind of mysterious. Don't play your full hand. Keep things kind of under wraps. Allow the journey to be very slow. As they unwrap, they love to unwrap things kind of slow and feel like they're getting to the layers of the onion. Like, they are penetrating an aspect of you that other people don't get access to, because they're all about things that are kind of exclusive and just going in deep with this person. Allow yourself to have deep conversations with them. Ask them questions on, if they're an evolved Scorpio, on the meaning of life, on the work that they've done, on things that they've overcome. I mean, don't probe, because they're very mysterious, but really allow yourself to have deep conversations with them to highlight how you're able to go deep. Because truly, and this is what I want to emphasize, is that truly at the end of the day, what Scorpio wants is intimacy. And that's why they are so guarded, and the lower vibrational ones can be very toxic. They could try to test you, try to test your loyalty and put you through all these kind of trials and tribulations. And then when you turn on them because you're like, oh, you're being crazy and kind of manipulative and trying to test me, they're like, oh, knew it. But if someone's done the work, then they won't be that crazy. But they may put you through tests. So loyalty is the name of the game, friends, because if they feel like they can't trust you, they will not open up to you. And that's what's key. If a Scorpio lets their guard down, you have that Scorpio. They are so loyal. They will fight for you. They will literally take that stinger and fight for you. They go hard for those people that they really care about. They're loyal. That's why betrayal and people who hurt them makes them so sad, and that's why they're so guarded, because they wouldn't do that. They go hard for people and they keep secrets from people. So they are testing you in the beginning. And they are the sign of sex. So a lot of people think, lead with sex, like show how sexy you are. Not necessarily. They're into mystery, okay? So, and keep in mind, their traditional ruler is Mars. Mars wants to conquest. So they might come at you very sexually, or want to do that. I'm not going to police your sexuality, but I would say if you desire a relationship with a Scorpio, I would say keep that a mystery. Keep that under wraps. Like, really allow the process of them getting to know you to be as exclusive as the pace in which you get to know them. So maybe you reveal one thing this day, and then maybe you guys make out this day. Like, allow it to be a more slow, steady process until emotional intimacy is established, and then the physical stuff can come. Because they are a sign that's concerned with conquest, and if they get what they want sexually, they, man or woman, I'm not discriminating, they could find that the conquest is over. Whereas once that you achieve emotional intimacy, you're in their world, then they won't just like have sex with you and then let go. And then it can really be what sex is meant to be, which is a merging of spirits and of the most intimate acts that one can do. So, and oftentimes I find that the lower vibrational Scorpios will actually go to sex to avoid the emotional intimacy stuff, and that's a way to keep people at bay. But if you establish that emotional intimacy and then have sex, then you guys will be really, really bonded and connected, because that's an aspect of them, the emotional side of it, that not everybody has access to. And you'll find that sex is a predominant theme in your relationship once it does get there, since they are very into that. I would say play up the sides of you that are more emotional and sensitive. Listen if they need someone to go to. They can oftentimes be in some sort of like crisis mode because they kind of attract those kind of situations. So be there for them. Don't judge them for the actions that they take. They act on impulse. They can be very stubborn. So allow them, if they really feel something, they're a fixed sign. If they feel something, they want something, really try not to control them, because that's when the Scorpio energy can tip into manipulation and power struggles, which is not what we want here. So your Scorpion, very loyal, very caring. They will go to the ends of the earth with you. I would just say allow the journey of getting to know them be slow, and allow them to really fall in love with you. All of you, because that's what they want, is someone to really merge with. They're the sign of intimacy. Yes, let me know in the comments what sign you'd like me to do next. I upload every Friday, Venus Day, so drop a like, subscribe for more astro content, and until we meet again, stay cosmic.